Hello, everyone. It's time to play video games once again. Hope anyone who ends up watching this is doing good. If not, that's unfortunate. I hope whatever's going on gets better. But okay, let's go play Buffs for Days. We have more quests to be doing. Okay, yeah. Just a second. For some reason, Razor Synapse was not running. Means that my gamepad wasn't using the custom ones set up for. Give it a second. Okay. Grab all the other quests. Like, awkwardly wait for that to... There we go. Now buttons do what I want them to. Okay. Let's go. Here, let me gain up so that you hopefully hear me a little better. Let's head on out. Okay, let's grab spell cone. Use my image. Better like this. Must have finished it first. So yeah, yeah, they're the better components right there. Gonna have extra back. I should or okay. Abandon. I will get them when I come. Now I do not want. There we go. Okay, now I only have the quest for here.
How may I help?
So, I just finished the Final Fantasy VII Remake last night. That episode will be coming out in a few days, and I have to say, it's quite a doozy. I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I kind of feel bad for any, people who played it and weren't, aware of, like, the story and things for, all the rest of it. Because, like, if you don't know the original story, like, if you haven't played the original Final Fantasy VII, large parts of that remake just didn't make sense. Like they just would have made absolutely no sense. All right, let's go turn in a troubling is grab an emerald drinker. Yeah, honestly, like I can somewhat understand why they did what they did, but it is a huge middle finger to go for another welcome. There it is. I saw the mouse over up here in the bottom right. Anyway, so yeah, it was just a huge middle finger to everyone who hadn't played the original, and that was Like, it was rough. On the other hand, though, if Zach gets to survive this situation, I'm okay with whatever they do. He's my favorite character from Final Fantasy VII, from Final Fantasy VII's canon. And if he gets to survive because of whatever changes they made, whatever changes they make are okay in my book. He's the best. We'll see if they actually let him survive or not, though. His death was kind of integral to the plot in the original. What's weird is that if they were going to do a time travel thing, which is apparently what they were going for, I guess, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have Zack be the one that's saved by it, if that makes sense. Because he dies before the game starts. Like his death sets a lot of things in motion. But he dies before the game even starts. So Cloud's iconic weapon is the Buster Sword. And Zack is the previous owner of the Buster Sword and close friend of Cloud. And that's all I'll spoil as to who Zack is, because I'm totally going to do a Let's Play of the original now that it's become clear that having played the original is a key point to understanding the current one, which just so weird to me that they made. Oh, can't do this one. My herbalism is not high enough. I'm surprised there's Mage Royal here. Weird. I am Mighty Bear. Will crush. But yeah, I'm looking. I think there was, I forget who it was, but there was an article I read because I was like super hyped, and I was like, I wonder if there are any details other people noticed that I didn't. So I was reading through some articles about the ending, and one of them put it really well, in that they were like, it's unclear whether at this point whether the rest of the remake will be fun, like whether it'll be good, whether it'll be fun. But man, the question of whether it'll be interesting is solved. Like, that is, I'm paraphrasing, by the way, that's not the direct quote. But yeah, I just really liked that thought. Like, that's definitely true. Like, the question of whether or not the remake will be, the rest of the parts of the remake will be interesting is solved. Because, like, at this point, I'm gonna buy the rest of the remake. Like, they've got me hook, line, and sinker. Like, you know, it was not, like, at the point where it was just relatively enjoyable, I was like, yeah, I'll definitely probably buy that when it comes out, so long as it keeps being good. But now I'm invested. Like, now I'm gonna get every one of them. And, yeah. Right, can't speak while in bear form. Haven't learned telepathy yet. If only. What if that is a thing druids learn? I don't know, I've never played a high level druid. That'd actually be really cool and kind of convenient. Really? You can give me XP. Why are you aggroing on me? Die. Thank you. Anyway, but yeah, it looks really cool. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm also really looking forward to that Kingdom Hearts game that got announced. There's gonna be a lot more Kingdom Hearts on my channel in the near future. Let's put it that way. In fact, oh man, I'm set for the year, aren't I? Because if I continue doing 2 slots for like the rest of the year, one of them will be Final Fantasy VII games, because there's 3 games for it. And the other one will be Kingdom Hearts, because there's way more Kingdom Hearts games. So I guess I'm just set for a while on content. That's my channel now. Final Fantasy 7 and Kingdom Hearts for a good while. Until I make it through them. Like that is 100% gonna be my channel for the next while. Where's that last Falcon? On over here. Aim. Hoping to grab the last one and get this herb at the same time. Alas. Okay, let's kill the spider. That way. Oh, I just crit it for its entire health bar, huh? Anyway, let's get some herbs. I find it hilarious that I can get herbs in bear form. Like, on the one hand, it kind of makes sense, but like on the other, where's my pack when I'm in bear form? How'd I put it in there? Ah, yes, and this Falcon. You really? I can't pick up Falcons in bear form, but I can pick up plants. Really? Whatever. Go turn this in. Like another herb spawned over here anyway, so gotta keep my herbalism level going up. Okay, there you go. I completed the quest. You are now well, and no, an herb didn't over here. I read the map. Read. Okay, well let's go turn in the Emerald Dreamcatcher. Get the next quest in this chain. Turn in Gnarl Pine options. Quest in that chain. So much running around. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the Final Fantasy 7 remake. I'm just hoping they come out with it sooner rather than later. Like, I'm really hoping that they're gonna surprise us with a faster than expected announcement, because otherwise I really don't want it to take another 4 years. Let's put it that way. Like, if it takes another 4 years, like, I'll still be excited for it and I'll still buy it, but I don't know. That'd be really bumming me out, you know?
I'm listening.
Hey, here's your Emerald Dreamcatcher. There you go, buddy. Yeah, give me my next quest. Okay, let's go down and see Denalin and turn in his earth. I am Bear. Bear. Super Bear. Here to save the day, Super Bear. He will roar away. Super Bear is best bear. But, yeah. Here goes Bear. Bear. I can't wait until my Alliance characters have caught up to my Horde characters, because then I can intersperse it so I'm not doing the same area for stream after stream after stream. I can alternate between Alliance and Horde. You know, get a little more variation in here. Also, I just ran past a whole bunch of herbs. Well, I'll go back and get the herbs later. There's so many games I want to record myself playing. I'm gonna be trying to... Okay, so I will probably update my stream schedule to reflect this, but I'm pretty sure I know what games I'm gonna be playing next week. Next week I'll be playing...
I am honored.
On Tuesday I'll be doing some Super Mario Maker 2. I'll be playing Super Alpha Rad World 2, and possibly Super Alpha Rad World 1.
Be careful. How may I help?
If I finish Super Alpha Red World 2 and still have significant time left on my stream, I'll go show off how bad I am at video games in the original. But yeah, that'll be fun. So that'll be what's happening on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, I'll be trying. On Thursday, I'll be playing. I'm hopefully going to be done recording Kingdom Hearts by then for YouTube, and so then I'll be able to start doing Kingdom Hearts challenges without, you know, risking being a klutz and accidentally saving over something important that cost me hours of extra work. You know? But anyway, so I'll probably be on Thursday starting Kingdom Hearts with no magic, which is probably going to be a terrible experience, but we're gonna try it. But it just seems like it'll be fun. So I'll be streaming that. The only thing I won't be able to do, and the only thing I won't clear is Atlantica. Everything else I'll do. And obviously anything that requires Atlantica to be cleared. But there's actually not much in the game that requires Atlantica. So I may end up doing a lot of extra stuff. We'll see. Actually, I don't want to set the precedent that I do extra stuff on challenges, because I just realized that I'm then going to be doing a 0 XP challenge, and doing 0 XP some of the extra bosses on 0 XP, like I think all of them are possible at 0 XP, but they're all really obnoxious. So I don't want to set that precedent. And no thank you. And there we go. Easy. Easy. But yeah, that's about all I got right at the moment. Yeah, so that's the plan for the next for the streams next week. Next Saturday will be World of Warcraft. I may or may not stream on Wednesday. I'm considering it. It'll depend on if I have enough time to. And if I do stream on Wednesday, it'll be a World of Warcraft stream like this one. And I have no idea how long it'll be. In general, that's the best way to think of my schedule. Wednesday is the day that I might stream random things or whatever I feel like, if I have the extra time that week to streaming. But like I just said, it'll depend a lot on whether I have the time. If I have the free time, then sure. I enjoy streaming and I can do more things. Hopefully, you know, help build up more viewers, and it's always good. But you know, if I don't actually have that free time, then I don't actually have that free time, and that's just how it be. I'm totally coasting off of this rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer that someone cast. Because it way buffs your melee power, so like druids hit decently hard in melee, but not this hard. Like this is definitely in large part due to the buff. Well, let's go kill the enemies around that peace bloom and grab that. Okay. Let's go. Need one more Timberling seed. I'm pretty sure I'll get that on my way back because some of the Timberling should be by now. We'll just jump back. Look at how majestic that animation is. So majestic. Okay, let's go. I jump in this direction, yes I do. Do 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 do. I jump in this direction, yes I do. I give myself too many things to do. Cause like I just realized that like I intended to like hang out with my friends at some point this weekend. I didn't tell my friends this. I was just planning on seeing who was available on whatever day I decided and being like, let's hang out and play a game online or something, you know? Or, you know, do whatever. And I just realized that I don't actually have time for that. Like, I did not leave myself time in this weekend to do that. Whoops. Yeah, I definitely give myself too many things to do. I'm a consummate workaholic, and it's kind of bad. Yeah. By kind of bad, I mean it's actually really bad, and I should really work on that. So, drop a Timberling seed, would you? Please? Actually, I have more timber. I finished Timberling seeds first. Or the sprouts. I have gotten really unlucky with the drops on the Timberling seed today. Okay, then. Yet again, no Timberling seed. Game, don't do me like this. Give me that Timberling seed. Come on. There we go. There's the Timberling seed I wanted. Awesome.
What brings you here?
Now turn in these quests. Yes, yes. You give me forest mushrooms. You give me another. I would like some gardening gloves. Thank you. Do it. Which they're worth this. Yeah, gardening gloves it is. Okay. There's that. Got another thing done. Fine. Okay, cool. Let's go kill some mystics then. Is there an easy way up here? I can go up this. Yeah. I don't have to go around. You can do it. I believe. Turn it. See if I can climb. Look at my do and yes. Cool. Oh hey, herbs. Let's just grab those while we're here. No reason not to. There we go. Got some herbs. Off we go. Okay. Let's go. Gonna go get a gnarlpine necklace. It's gonna be great. But yeah, so I'll probably like I will be transitioning to streaming World of Warcraft less. Uh like World of Warcraft will be firmly something I stream when I'm more like when it's more of a just chatting stream than anything else. So, which will probably be every Saturday at least. But it's just, you know, it's a matter of it's hard to keep making interesting content while doing this. And if I want this to actually, you know, if I want to actually have viewers other than the one viewer I have right now, then I need to actually be, you know, picking content that people want to watch, and I need to be doing things that I can make interesting. Put it that way. Because it's not that no one would want to watch me playing World of Warcraft, it's that I'm not doing anything interesting in World of Warcraft, and so that leaves me with just talking, and just talking is much more interesting to people once they've already decided that they care. You know what I mean? Like, just talking, people usually don't find interesting if they don't already care about you as a streamer. Like, if they aren't already interested in your content, they don't really want to hear it. Like, that's how I am when, you know, when something pops up on my feed on Twitter and someone's like, I started a podcast, and I'm like, well, you know, if I care about someone's content, I might go listen to it. But otherwise, if it's mainly just a sit and talk kind of style podcast, like, I don't care. I don't care at all. Like, I do not care in the least about a talking and chilling podcast if I don't care enough about the person's content. Like, there are creators whose podcasts I would watch. Like, I mean, Alpharad Plus is pretty much just a podcast. I mean, sure, there's gameplay, but let's be honest, that is not the focus. In fact, they rarely talk about the games that they're even playing. Because it's just not the focus. It's not the style that they're going for there. But that only works for them because people already care. Like people got in the door because of some random thing that they were doing that they thought was interesting, and then they stayed for the podcast. Like, that's how their channel grows. And, you know, and that's not a bad thing. I am bear now. I eat you. Delicious. Be careful what you say, for you are crunchy and taste good with ketchup. A good line, right? Fortunately, I did not think of it on my own. I don't know if he was quoting something else or not, but something my dad said one time when we were playing D&D. For all I know, he was quoting something else, but that's just where I know the line from. Oops. Well, I guess I get to fight these guys too. Oh hey, how nice of that guy to join in. At least I need to kill him, so I don't mind as much. That guy totally just did inventory management while fighting these guys. But that's gotta feel bad for them, though, right? Like, you know, it's so easy to fight them that I can do inventory management. Okay, let's just finish off this dude and then we can continue on. There we go. Okay, now we go turn in this quest. We go do Twisted Hatred. Then we do the Road to Darnassus quest. Then we do some kind of inventory management before we go do the Relics of Awakening and all the junk that's in there. Oh, that's Major Oil. Still don't have high enough level herbal to get it. Shame. But yeah, so I'm gonna be putting together more interesting streaming content. I'll also be actually, you know, getting a profile picture and things like that. I'm gonna be practicing my drawing and trying to get at least a decent profile picture made. We'll see how that works out. Yeah. I would prefer my profile picture to be something I personally made rather than something I commissioned. Because while I could commission something, and I'm sure that, you know, whoever the artist is, they do a good job. Like, it's more a matter of, how to put this? I guess a matter of, like, means more if I'm the one who did it. And since I've been learning to do visual art anyway, I would prefer to do it myself. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on stream or not, but I am learning to do visual art because I'm stubborn and annoyed that it's the only kind of art I'm bad. You know, I'm pretty good at public speaking. I'm good at software development, systems design. I'm good at music. I'm good at writing. And it bothers me that I'm bad at visual art. Because anything else that you can call art that I've tried to do, I'm good at. And it bothers me that I'm bad. And so, you know, I practice a lot because I'm not naturally good at it, so I have to actually try. Unlike a lot of other things. Got back into playing my saxophone recently. Man, you lose so much when you haven't played for a while. Like, not so much like the musical feel. It's really disconcerting actually, because like I know what I can imagine in my head what I want to play, but my fingers and my like my body can't keep up. You know? Because I'm used to the way I was able to play when I was still, you know, constantly in practice and playing all the time, and I could, you know, I could do things back. Like, it's really weird being back in a stage where playing faster than 16th notes is hard for me again, because it's been, you know, last time 16th notes were a challenge was when I was in my freshman year of high school. But yeah, it's weird feeling so out of practice. It's something I'm so used to being at. But yeah, it's been an interesting experience doing that. It's been a lot of fun too. I discovered that I can pick it up pretty well with this mic. Although you can hear me hitting the keys, and I'm really not sure there's a way I can mitigate that as much. I'm trying to practice to, you know, not make as much sound when I play, but like I'm used to playing in a concert hall. You know, it's irrelevant how you play or how you hit the buttons on your instrument. It doesn't matter. No one's gonna hear that because you're in a concert hall. It's gonna get drowned out long before it gets to anyone. You know, it'll be a weird day if the person next to you can hear it, much less the person, and not much less a person in the audience. And that's the way I'm used to playing, is as part of a band. And yeah. So what I have to do is just get better at making noise when I play. Yeah, which is hard. It means you have to be gentler, but you also can't be slower, and that's hard. Okay, let's use our mighty bear form to get rid of these scrubs. Get back here, just right. But yeah, It's definitely a weird feeling to be so out of practice. Kind of wish that I kept in practice, because it's gonna take me a lot of time to get back to practice now. I kind of wish I hadn't forced myself to do that. Because, like, if I just stayed in practice, it would have been fine. Um, but yeah, you know, hindsight, 20 and all that. Sure, let's see what's this way. Sure, there's an exit. Yeah. And some herbs. Joy. Give me some more silver leaf. There's a lot of silver leaf in this forest. But yeah, so I'm still going to be, so at the end of my YouTube videos, if you hear a sweet sax, outro at some point, that's me. Like, that's actually just me playing my tenor. That's actually why I'm getting practice at it again, and why I was figuring out how to record it, is because I want some kind of musical outro, but, you know, I'm still learning how to do audio mixing at all, much less using much less using MIDI or anything like that to actually make an outro that sounds good. It's much easier for me to just figure out how to record myself and then just play a good outro. Like, that's easier to me. Because while I have a lot of respect for people who can do all that kind of audio mixing, and like, I think it's really cool, and I am wanting to learn it, I am not there yet. I'm still very firmly in the process of just beginning to learn it. And so the easiest thing for me is to just, if I want a quick musical outro, to just record it myself. Like, that's much faster for me. Because that's what I'm much more comfortable with as a musician. It's much easier for me to just record myself. Okay,
Goddess, watch over me.
go over to first aid and make a bunch of linen bandages. That way I can sell them. Easy. See. But yeah, like I said, I've got a whole lot of stuff doing right now, and I'm definitely trying to come to terms with the fact that I'm a workaholic, and that's like, so I've struggled with depression since I was, and I'm coming to terms with the fact that that's how I coped as I got older. Was I tend to put myself under more and more pressure until I crack, and like, that's super
Peace be
unhealthy.
with you.
And so I'm coming to terms with that and trying to figure out, well, how do I, you know, live in a sustainable way and not do that? And I'm still working on that. I'm not really sure. Eric Tesnor, alchemy supplies, and in case you don't remember, Eric Tesnor is my paladin character and also my alchemist. So he gets all of my alchemy. There he goes. He got all my alchemy stuff. Good for him. Okay, let's go. Now that my inventory is comparatively empty, go get some other stuff done. Oh, I forgot to sell. But yeah, I'm doing lots of things. I have many things going.
Goddess, bless you. May the stars guide you.
Here's a good question. When was the last time I learned spells? Where is the druid? I know there should be one somewhere around here. Surely they're not making druids be the class that can only pick this race, walk all the way to Darnath to find a train. Don't know where they are. Herbalist. Say herb? Herbalist. Let's see. Oh, there's the druid.
Greetings.
Training as a druid. Oh, geez, I have not trained in a while, huh? Well, okay, so let's just grab all of these, I guess. I really have not, new things in a while. Okay, so let's equip all of this. Okay, so balance, I got fire rank 2. That. And I have path 2, but I had that roots. Have rank 1 here. Demoralizing that. Rage. Restoration. Mark of the Wild rank 2 on. And consistent. Over here. Trying to keep things consistent between my characters. The reason I'm trying to keep consistency is because it makes it a lot easier for me to remember where things are on my bar if I'm consistent with characters about what kind of things are where. Also, Mark of the Wild now gives me a bonus to all stats whenever I have it on, which is hugely nice and one of the main benefits of Mark of the Wild. Mark of the Wild gives the least raw bonus out of any of the stat boosts that you can have, but it gives a bonus to everything. So, like, the individual value for each is the least, but overall it gives you way more stats than anything else. It just gives it to everything, which for most classes isn't. Most classes benefit in particular from a couple specific stats rather than from a whole bunch of every stat. Yeah, so I've been trying to figure out what it is that causes my computer to freeze sometimes. And best guess I can find is it's something weird with Discord and Steam. I don't know what it is, but when I have one of those open, my computer will go from... So my computer always has had this bug ever since I got it. I'm pretty sure it's a hardware defect, where it will occasionally just hiccup for like a second. Like just long enough to notice. And like, that's annoying, but it's not terrible. And it always immediately went back to normal. But these days, if I have... I isolate it to if I have Steam or Discord open or even just running in the background, that quick freeze becomes a catastrophic failure that crashes anything using my GPU. And the only thing that manages to recover fully is the operating system. And like, I'm guessing that, I have some kind of fault on my GPU. I haven't managed to find it with any diagnostic tools, but that's my best guess. But I don't have I don't have the money to replace my GPU, so I mean I do, but I don't want to, if that makes sense. Like I could literally replace it. Like it would really hurt my budget though. Don't want to do it, but unless I absolutely had to. And so long as I can keep it just to the, you know, the 1 second freeze, that's definitely fine. Like, that's completely fine. Now I just keep Steam and Discord closed whenever I'm not actually using them. And I'm trying to figure out what it is about them that causes it. So far, I don't really have a solid explanation, you know? Because it's not a bug that seems to be happening with anyone else, which isn't surprising. Like, it's cascading off of a weird random freeze that my computer specifically gets that I'm pretty sure is a hardware thing. You know, it's cascading off a hardware defect. I'm really not surprised that there aren't more people experiencing it. It'd honestly be kind of weird if more people were experiencing it. But yeah, so it's this whole thing. I'm hoping to have it all figured out soon, because not having Discord and Steam open is kind of restrictive on what I do. Especially if I start streaming or recording things like, you know, I want to record / stream all of the Soulsborne. I have Dark Souls 1 and 2 only for Steam. Dark Souls 3 I have for PS4 as well, so so I could totally just play my PS4 copy in it. But for 1 and 2, like, Steam is the only copy I have. That's it. End of list. And I really don't feel like, you know, having to get those games on another. I can't justify getting those games on another console just to record me playing. You know, it's not like you know, streamers who actually make money can justify little expenses like that because it does help them. But I don't make money off this, so I really can't justify an expense like that. So, you know, yeah. Use some rejuvenation. Bye-bye. Watching it burn to death as it ran away made me feel better about how annoying this place is. Because, like, coming through here as a hunter, even though I was higher level, still annoyed the crap out of me because hunters don't really have a good way to deal down here, if that makes sense. Like, hunters just fundamentally don't have a good solution to fighting down here because hunters want to be long range, but in a heavily enclosed space like this with tight corners, it's kind of hard to fight at any real range. And so, like, even with a pet, you're mainly still fighting in melee. If you watch my stream from Tuesday, that's definitely what I had to do. I mainly fought in melee range. But yeah. It's definitely... I'm definitely happy to be able to just play a character that can really just not care. Just murder everything here. It feels nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to expanding out what I'm streaming. figure out what I'm immediately streaming after Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I kind of don't want to just jump right into, you know, recording Final Fantasy VII, the original. And, like, I'm gonna have to figure it out soon, because all I have left to do in the Final Fantasy VII Remake that I'm planning on recording myself doing is, playing through hard mode and doing the extra bosses. Like, that's it. So, like, I'll be done with that relatively soon. So I have to figure out what I'm doing next. You know? I have to figure out what comes next after that. Okay, let's go ahead and just bite these guys' faces off. Okay, we're just gonna bite this guy's face off, and oh, he's running away. He wants to keep his face. Too bad. The bear says no. Okay. Give myself some nice rejuvenation. Go ahead and jump down here. Honestly thought that the other one might aggro on me too, but I guess it was further away than I thought it was. Fine. Like, I didn't really want it to. I was more just prepared for the reality that it would. But it did not, so all is well. Okay. Get through. Then other. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm hopeful that I'll hopeful that hopeful that I won't miss. There we go. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to you know, expand out, get ahead on my YouTube, because if you haven't noticed, my videos have been posting really late recently. That's because I'm recording them day of. And I finally am a few days ahead, and I'm hoping to keep that trend going and continue getting ahead. We'll see if I manage it. Like, I have a lot of stuff to do.
Not enough rage.
Like, so, yeah. Okay, let's quickly make our way through a bunch of these guys. Easy. Easy. That I missed. No. Ugh. I hate that these things can just reduce your damage by 3 for 2 minutes. So, it's just such a rude ability, you know? So rude. Cast rejuvenation up. Talk to this guy. Okay, now let's kill some shamans and hope for good luck. Okay, that's what we're hoping for here. We're hoping for some good luck. If we can get some good luck, that would be great. Because if you don't get good luck, you can have to kill quite a lot of shamans. And while I do still get XP from these guys, I really, really don't want to be in the stupid hole longer than I have to. Okay. Let's get past this enemy. Kill this shaman. Gonna be great. Wow, he healed himself super early. Guess he got hit by that bite and was like, oh, that's dangerous. But I mean, it's not really. Healing yourself doesn't really help unless you can actually out heal consistently the amount of damage I'm doing to you. Can't do that, you're just wasting both of our time by healing. Both of our times healing yourself. What's the proper way to say it? Is it both of our time or both of our times? Like, is the plural implied or do I have to say it? Not sure. Increase my spirit because I might as well. My buffs because I might as well. Power of rejuvenation because I might as well. Hit myself with that sick regrowth because I might as well. Do that.
Need more
They're attacking? There we go. Weird. Didn't want a melee attack or something, despite the fact that I clicked it. Okay, now we just... Wait. Also, why does Greenpaw use regrowth on himself instead of rejuvenate? Or why is, or rather, more accurately, why is his spell called regrowth when it is rejuvenate? Because the difference is that regrowth has a starting heal value. So like, the difference is rejuvenation just heals you over time. Whereas regrowth heals you immediately and then heals you over time. That's the difference between them. And Greenpaw's spell is called regrowth, but it gives him the effect of rejuvenation. Weird. Not sure why his spell isn't called rejuvenation, since that's the actual effect that he's getting. Okay, come on. Try as this thing heals itself. Like, keep hitting it, hoping to finish it off soon. There we go. Fortunately, we did not get what we needed from it, so next shaman it is. I love killing shamans, it's my favorite thing. See, the funny thing is, it's not even like this place is actually all that bad, it's just that I'm annoyed from having to do it so many times back to back. Okay, got a nice scimitar, I guess.
Not enough rage. Need more rage.
I always think it's funny when enemies kill themselves on thorns. It's like, thorns just causes a minuscule amount of damage every time something hits, but like, they can kill themselves on it. Completely possible. Hey, level up. Slightly more damage now. Hey there, Gnarlpine Shaman, how's it going? If you'd like to die, you would? Cool, I can make that happen for you. Darn. Got the heal off. Shame that. Fight going on down? Die? Yeah, someone did. Like, I just saw a movement down there that didn't seem right, and I was like, what? What happened? just go get here. All of you do less damage. And you just die. It is nice being able to just actually fight 3 enemies. Like, that's pretty nice. I can just not care. Fight 3 enemies. Apparently that Zeus guy is asking to group up. I'm a lone wolf, you know? I'll just pretend I didn't see it. And honestly, he should get better at the game. Or come back to this quest when he's higher level. It's not like there aren't other quests to do in this area that are much more. Shapeshift. Well, it's based on where he died. He's either dumb, or he's on a further part of the quest, or he's not all familiar with the area. One of the 3 is true, because if you're fighting down there, it's either because you already need to be killing the big thing. There are no shamans around, which I know wasn't true. Killing other shamans around that area. You don't know that it's down there, or you're just dumb. I'm gonna guess he probably didn't know about what enemies were down there, and that's caused that. Because I definitely died like that the first time I was in the area. Trying to leave. And if he's trying to leave, I'll get some of these things off of him.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage.
I'm just confused as to why, like, I don't know, if I were him, I would have taken the resurrection sickness. Resurrection sickness lasts for a while and heavily lowers your stats, but honestly probably take less time to just take the resurrection sickness than it's going to take him to get out of here. There's the shaman voodoo charm I needed. Yeah. There. Gosh darn. God damn it. Fine, I will turn around and kill you. Start attacking. If they insist, I will murder them all. If they really want me, just murder them. I can do that. For you. You don't get to run away while I'm distracted. For you too. Okay. Throw rejuvenation on myself. Go this way and what point did druids learn the resurrection? It's later than the other healer classes, that's for sure, because most healers learn the resurrection at level 10. Usually it's usually its own quest line at level 10. But druids definitely don't learn it then because they have their other things going on. So I'm curious at what point druids do. I'm also regretting not having a more substantial brunch than I did. I just had a peanut butter wafer bar thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's a Nutty Buddy if you know what those are. But they're effectively sugary peanut butter chocolate protein snacks. That's the best way to explain them. If you're curious why I call them protein snacks, it's because they're made of a significant amount of peanut butter. And peanut butter has a fair amount of protein. But anyways, as I was saying, like that's all I had for breakfast. So
Not enough rage.
I'm regretting not having before I started streaming. Hi Zeus. How's it going, buddy? You
Rage.
got some guys behind you.
Not enough rage.
I'm annoyed because Zeus got these enemies on me. Like they were not attacking me before Zeus aggroed.
Not enough rage.
And like I'm not gonna die, but it's gonna these things are annoying me. Well, that's fine. Let's just use regrowth again. Whoops, I used more mana than I meant to. That's actually kind of bad. They can't bear form now. Because turning into bear takes mana. Well, let me just finish this one off. Because now I can just cast regrowth again. And everything's okay. Be better if I could bear form, but it's fine that I can't. I'll just murder it with easy lemon. Cursive weak. There we go. Guessing Zeus somewhere over here. Because they aggroed off of him and onto me, so I'm assuming he died at some point. Bear form. Take these things out. They're attacking. There we go. Darn. Didn't take it out with that. Apparently that one counts as attacking from behind me. Okay, easy, easy. Lemon squeezy. Let's go. Okay. Talk to this guy. Yeah, you need me to go do something to your body. Got it. Off I go. Do something. Let's not talk about what I'm gonna actually do though, because it's funnier if we don't. It'll be funnier on the recording if I don't actually talk about what I'm going to go do to his body, you know? There are so many more quests to do. Yeah, I'm very behind on all the stuff I want to do because I have too long of a list of stuff I want to do. Need to actually pare it down, you know? That's how life is, you know? Or that's how life has always been for me. Fundamentally, when I'm feeling normal, I'm a dreamer. And so I tend to just keep dreaming about all the things I would do if I had enough time. Over here. use entangling roots outside. Alrighty then. I am Mighty Bear. Sure, you are Mighty Bear too, but I am Mightier Bear. Yeah, that's right. Get defeated by Mightier Bear. Anyway, where's that? Get his corpse. Fine then. Let me unshape shift so I can use this. And release Rage Claw. Rage Claw released. Really weird is how you're like in combat when you're Rage Claw until it's done. It's a weird decision on their part to make that thing. Anyways, we just gotta go turn in this quest, then we can return to Dolinar and be done with this quest line. With one more character. I'm getting close to the point where I'll never have to come back in here again, and that sounds so beautiful, doesn't it? Just never have to come back in here. Ever again. It's gonna be so beautiful. Okay. Now, since Rage Claw can turn into a bear as well, you'd think he'd be able to understand me, but no, he can't. Anyway, return to Dolinar now. So nice to be able to hearth out of here. Off we go. Okay, there we go. Go empty my inventory of quest items. And then go ahead and go do some quest to be done.
I'm listening.
Ooh, better staff. Significantly better staff. Yes, please. Give me better staff. I would love better staff. I'm equipping better staff. Go. Better staff equipped. Okay, now let's sell all my junk items. Or all my items. Okay. Lots of junk to sell. Sell it all for some cash. Junk, sell. Sell it all for some cash. Go. Out to
Balloon light your path.
get rid of all. Now I make linen bandages. And this will be the last time I have to make linen bandages. This. After this, I'll be making heavy linen. This character will have graduated to the next tier of linen bandaging. Be so proud. So proud. I'm not being sarcastic, you're being sarcastic. I need to oil, I need to oil up this chair because it's super squeaky. Darn it. Didn't level. I thought it would. There we go. let's go. Zeus trying to get a party together. Like, dude, just be good at video games. It really is not that hard of a quest. It's an obnoxious quest, don't get me wrong.
A Shah fell out.
But it's not actually hard. Like, go there, decently leveled, a difficult. It's one that's gonna take a while. Paying 2 gold to clear it? Dude, do a different quest. It's not a required quest, buddy. Dude is desperate. Come on, man. Just do a different quest. Not even an efficient quest to do, honestly.
My goods are of
Certainly
the
not if you're in a
highest
party.
quality. A Shah fell out.
There we go. Sold some stuff. Okay, let's go turn in the road to Darnassus. And then we will swing south and those 3 quests real fast. And then we will go to Darnassus and gain some more. You know, I wonder if that's why he's being so stubborn about it. Like, if it's less a matter of efficiency and more a matter of annoyed at the quest.
Peace be with
Which I
you.
can get that. I'm not the kind of person to hire someone when I'm annoyed at a quest, but like, I get it. I understand. I'm more the kind of person who would see that as, you know, me copping out, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm more the kind of person who'd be like, no, I'm going to finish this quest. But like I get it, you know, not everyone's like that. Some people just are angry and just want it to be done, and they don't really care how that happens. It's that it happens. Ah, Earthroot. I haven't seen much of that around here. Silverleaf over here. Fall down the mountain. Good that definitely looks traversable. What things you can go up and which ones you can't is always a little weird. This that never quite makes up to that earth root. Grab this earth root, then go grab the silver leaf. The reason I'm doing this is because the only real way to level up herbalism in this game is to just go around doing it. And so it is much, much better to be doing it while you're doing other things. Because, like, it's kind of annoying to have to stop every once in a while to grab herbs, but that's nothing compared to how annoying it is to, you know, have your entire life be grabbing herbs. Where's this path even go? Curious now. Huh. There's a whole thing up here. I wonder if it's on any of the last side quests. That's the most likely reason, since I haven't had to come up here for anything else. And that enemy is only level 10. I'm guessing it's a class side quest for one of the classes in this area. Let's continue. Have to heal my fall damage. Keep on keeping on. Got 3 quest things to do. Brad said it shouldn't take super long to. What's over here? It's down. I can call up after. Oh God, again. Here, Earthroot. Said, here, Earthroot. That was not an offer, it was an order. You mistake me. I was not making a suggestion. Getting close to done with this area with this character. Got this little bit here. Gotta go collect some quests in Darnassus and then do this northern bit. And then after that, it's just a lot of walking to turn all of that in. The other reason to be collecting herbs whenever you see them, like even once I'm fully done with like even once these things no longer give me experience on herbalism because I've outleveled them, I'll still have to be collecting them because you need a metric ton of the things as an alchemist. They're used in almost everything, so in order to level my alchemist, the best way is to just be grabbing it when you can. And my computer froze for a second there, but it didn't do the bad version of freezing because I didn't have Discord or other things open. So, you know, that's nice. Got a little more confirmation that is in fact the way to go. Okay, grab some peace balloon. Herbalism levels up to 42. Silverleaf over there, but I'll grab it after I fill up my vial over here. Some earthroot and silverleaf, and man, just got lots of stuff. Good. Need lots of stuff. Alchemist needs more supplies, let's put it that way. Anyway, so fill up my vial. There we go. And let's go. Go grab this earthroot that's here. Earthroot. Guarded by a knight. I want to kill you, Night Saber, but regarding something I need to. Unfortunate for you, Mr. Night Saber. Unfortunate. Okay. Herbs. There we go. Okay, now go and grab peace bloom. Like so. Go and grab something. It's here. And then we will get our way south. Then I'll be able to pick Mage Royal. It requires Herbalism 50 and my Herbalism's up to 45.
Target something first.
Okay, let's go investigate this plant. We go down there and kill a guy. We go back to Dolinar and turn in those quests. Silverleaf over here. I'm just gonna fight this guy. Here. Facebook busy informing me of a new friend suggestion, which is honestly the most obnoxious thing ever. Honestly, Facebook has a lot of notifications that are like, they all feel desperate, you know? Facebook is like, trust me, I'm relevant, I promise. Like, I only still have an account so people can, but that's really the only. Let's beat up this guy, I guess. Go back this way, buddy. Well, just finish off this guy, I guess. And focus on the other one. Okay. And now we just laugh at him. What? Damn. Depends when equipped though. I can send that to my work. Not. Send that to my work. Use the might of wrath to get rid of this Avenger. But who avenges the Avenger? Good question. Sure as heck isn't me. For a second it sounded like something else. But we're all good. It's really nice that these things don't run away. If these things had a tendency to run away when low on health, I'd have to kill so many more of them to get here. That I have to carefully kill like all of them. Ignore the ones I can just walk around like I am. Okay. Kill another guy. Come on, melee attack me. Gosh darn. There we go. Sometimes their AI insists that they run out of MP before they attack me, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm always more happy when I get the version that. Over here. You're about to go missing, buddy. For you and your kids. You can drop another healing word if you want, but you're not gonna live long enough for it to heal you, buddy. Come on, Ursula the Mauler, get over here. Less damage, first of all. Second of all, I'm gonna eat you with my giant bear teeth. Okay. Easy. Easy. Okay, now I just have to run back and turn. The talking is hard. I just have to run back and turn these quests in. So a few more of those aggroed on me than I thought would. Going to use the power of rejuvenation to hopefully not die. So rejuvenation worked out pretty well for me. It led to not dying, which is what I was going for. Power of rejuvenation come through. Keep health up. Okay. Gotta turn fruits. Getting to herbs. Korea. Not talking about time. I wonder if those have the same root word. Era and area? Like, I wonder if those words are related or if that's happenstance. Because for a lot of words that they sound similar, it's happenstance. But for some words, they're like that actually is, there is a. I don't know if there is one there. And never assume that just because two words sound similar and have similar meaning, they're related. There's a lot of words that aren't. I'm no linguist though, so I don't know what the list is. I just know that there are words that mean similar things and sound similar, but actually have completely different linguistic roots. You know, either they come from different languages or other things like that. They weren't actually related. So the thing to take from that is not all words that sound, even if they mean similar things. That's the takeaway. That's the takeaway from this whole stream actually. That's the one interesting fact of the day. Whole stream. That's all I've got. You can all leave. My one viewer, all one of you can leave, because that's the takeaway for the whole stream. That's it. Gotta know that one thing, and that's the goal of the stream, I guess. Anyway, I can now get Mage Royal because my herbalism is to 50. So, you know, that's nice. Ooh, I got 3 Earth Root from that. Nice. Right. Once this is done, switch over to my actually no, I won't do that today, but that might be the first thing I do next time. Switch over to my alchemist and do a surprising amount of people on. Like, I don't know. It's always surprising to me how many people are still making new characters right now. Okay, let's eat the mighty Timberling. Okay, there we go. Timberling. Mainly just here to get the, because you need a lot of Peace Bloom for alchemy. So like all the extra Peace Bloom I can get, that's just more good. It means less things I have to buy off the player auction house. No? Because one way or another, I will need more Peace Bloom. One way or another. Okay, let's go talk to Denalin, turn quest, go up to Dolinar, turn in 2 quests there, and head over to Darnassus. It's gonna be great. Okay, yeah, you put the seeds in soil. Then nothing could possibly go wrong. Okay, so maybe some things could go wrong. In some circumstances. But, I mean, really, can he be blamed for not knowing that would happen? Anyway, there we go. Got some boggling roots. They sell Elias? Yeah, they sell these. Increases physical damage too, but it's only by 1, so not worth using. Silverleaf over to the east, but that's a little too far out of my way. And back into Dolinar. Go turn in some more quests. Silverleaf and Peace Bloom. Okay. Grab me some Silverleaf. There we go. Go grab the Peace Bloom. It'd be nice. Okay, here we go. I think before I start the Kingdom Hearts No Magic Challenge, I think I'll actually get a timer, you know, like speedrunners have, and I'll time the run too, just out of curiosity.
What brings you here? Good luck.
Yeah. Give me the next stage of this quest. I've got a lot more of this quest line to go. Let's get moving. By a lot more, I mean 2 more pieces of this quest line. But hey, that's a lot. Most quest lines. Okay, here I killed Ursula the Mauler. Okay, I get to choose between these 2 things. Neither of them is useful to me, but this more useful, relatively speaking. Figure out what I called my warrior for Alliance. Okay, I called this one Best Warrior. Got it. Had to confirm what I called it before, what I called him, so that way I could send
I need a target.
that armor spot. Armor. Okay, let's go sell John.
Vishnu Dardir.
Junk, 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 junk. That's all. That's all.
Go in peace.
Let's go. We follow the road to Darnassus now to go obtain quests there. Almost level 14 with this character. More importantly, getting close to done with this area with this character. Hopefully we'll finish today. As long as it doesn't take me too long to find Black Moss the Fetid, I will finish today. Gonna have to hope that Black Moth Fed is there when I go by. That's about all I can do. Hope that he's there. What's up here? Silverleaf. Now that I've... That's always... Keep walking. You know, that's always... Yeah. I'm insane. I'm aware. Anyway. Let's just keep... Lots of walking. Do. Walking. Okay. I'm gonna be starting hard mode on Final Fantasy VII today, probably. It ought to be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish recording both Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts this week, so that'll be fun walking down the road. We fun walking like a toad. Yeah, I'm pretty weird. The music only proves it. Yeah. If I was more confident in my singing, I might have that be what my outros were, but I am not confident in my singing. Like that's not gonna be my outro. And I just realized I'm dumb. I forgot to do the one thing I had to do before streaming today, which was upload today's Final Fantasy VII episode. Whoops. I already uploaded the Kingdom Hearts one, but I completely spaced on uploading the Final Fantasy one. Meant to do it before I started streaming, but oops. So that'll be going up sometime after I finish streaming, however long it takes for it to upload and process. So that process is usually about an hour. I just forgot to do it this morning. Oh, whoopsie. I didn't realize I already had the Tears of the Moon quest. Huh. I completely missed that I already had that. Well, I guess I won't be getting that quest while I'm here. You still have to go turn in the Brilliant Green Spire quest and get the quest in that tune. Still had to come here. Just didn't have to come here as urgently as I thought. Okay, let's go. More walking. Do. Walking. Do.
Vishnu Daliam. Farewell.
Okay, there we go. Quest accepted. Moving on. Now we go to go get mossy tumors and hopefully find Black Moss the Fetid. Whenever I finish this area with this character will be when the stream ends. So, be prepared. Whenever that happens, that's when the stream ends. Probably sometime around 3. Let's just look up at the sky. Okay, we're done with the sky. So much left to do in this world. I've never been good at prioritizing or picking like specifically what I want to do. I'm really good at categorizing what kinds of things are important and working on things in categories, but like deciding to drop things or what things I should be focusing on with those categories has always been a challenge for me. Because I really, really like doing lots of things. That's one of the major reasons why I picked computer science, because you can work in a lot of varied things within it. It meant that I didn't have to pick exactly what I wanted to do. I could just pick something general, learn as much as I could about everything about it, and then, just go with the flow and see where that takes me. And that's definitely more the kind of person. It's really funny. I plan obsessively, but I never actually follow through with my plans because that's not the kind of person I am. I'm not actually a planner. I plan to de-stress, and then I just kind of go with the flow and do what makes sense as I'm doing. So some parts of the plan I do, but a lot of other parts of the various plans I've made I don't ever do. Because I'm not the kind of person to actually follow a plan.
Not enough rage.
I only follow a plan if I'm working. That's the only time I actually follow a plan. For work. But like in my personal life and that kind of stuff, like what are plans? Nah. I'll make them, I just won't follow them. For me, the process of planning when it's for personal things like what games I'm gonna play and stuff like that, it's more to help me prioritize what I actually think would be fun. And then once I've done that internal processing, I usually end up happier with what happens when I go with the flow. And so that's why I still do bother doing that kind of plan, because it is still helpful to me. It's just not helpful in the I'm going to do exactly what I planned way. It's more helpful in the knowing what I would have planned to do and why helps me prioritize as I then go do whatever feels right in the moment. So I usually end up happier because planning makes me consider all of my options. I will then go do whatever feels right in the moment, but I at least know that I've considered all of my options because I went through. It's a weird thing. I acknowledge that it's weird. But yeah, I definitely don't actually plan. Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever really kept a to-do list. I've made a lot. I just don't think I've ever actually kept it. Not in its entirety. But part of that's because, like I said, I tend to deal with things by being a workaholic, which means, I'm not sure I've ever made a realistic to-do list, honestly. I'm pretty sure like I said, this is all for personal stuff. For work, I'm much more realistic about what I'm doing. Like when it comes to teaching software development, I put a lot of effort into being more realistic than I am otherwise. Put it that way.
Not enough rage.
I put a lot of effort into making sure that I don't fall into these traps when I'm working on actual responsibilities rather than just, you know, chilling out. Well, I got some more. Send over to my buddy, the best warrior. But yeah, it's definitely like like that's the kind of person I am. I'll make a plan, I'll never stick to it. Just the process of making the plan helps me actually I want. But the specifics of the plan are honestly irrelevant to me. They weren't the important part of the planning process to begin with. They weren't the part of the planning process I needed, let's put it that way. It's why these days I tend to, in my personal stuff, I tend to, instead of making an exact plan, I more just make lists of, like I used to like be, when I was planning, be like super not honest with myself, and I'd be like, I'm gonna do this first, then this, then this. And like, that's not the way I do things. Now I just make a list of what needs to be done, and I have a rough priority in my head, and that's much more realistic to how I do things, you know? And so what I do and when becomes more like a measurement of priority versus how hard something is to do versus how much I want. And I'm much more comfortable with that. With that way of operating. Works out pretty well, actually. Like, I've been much more productive for the last 2 years almost exclusively because of that. Because I started being a lot more honest with myself about why I make to-do lists and things like that. Because when I was younger, I'd be like, I would get super hard on myself if I made a to-do list and didn't do everything. And as I got older, I was like, no, that's okay. Like, that's just the way I operate. I'm not making a to-do list with the intention of completing every item on it anymore. I'm making it now so that way I understand what I want to do. So that way I've thought through what I want to do and why I want to do those things. Know that I've thought through it. And then the actual specifics of having done everything to the letter isn't actually important. What's important is that I figured out what I needed to do, got what I needed to do done, and was somewhere in the want to do list. Like, that's all that matters. That's why I'm super strict about what I need to do, and it's why I am trying really, really hard to stop overworking myself. Because I put a lot of things in the need to do column, and I need to learn better how to say, no, I can't do that, I don't have the time. But let me put it this way, there's a reason that both the professions I picked are known to be professions where you have to work large amounts of overtime. Like I picked as the two things that I'm trained in, teaching and software development, and in both of those people are known to work 60-hour weeks regularly. And as much as I'd like to pretend that's a coincidence, I really don't think it is. I don't think I can tell myself that it is either. I don't think I can sell that, you know? It's a little much. Oops. Well, it's a little much to try and sell that. Like, I don't think I'm quite that good of a salesman, even to myself. Yeah, it's definitely you know, it's been a hard process to recognize that's what I do. And I'm sure there's still other habits like that that I beat myself up over that I just need to recognize. Like, that's part of, I think one of the most important parts of growing up is learning to be okay with who you are. And that doesn't mean that you don't still try to improve. Like I said, I'm trying to parts of that. And when it comes to important things, I do improve because um but you gotta be able to accept who you are and work with it. Because like I feel so much better since I started accepting that I'm not gonna do everything on every and instead knowing which things on a to-do list need to be done and which things are effectively my optimistic wish list, and being okay with the fact that my optimistic wish list isn't actually going to get done, and that's okay. Fine. I can't do everything I want to do. I'm only a human with 24 hours a day, and I have to sleep and eat and otherwise, you know, continue my existence for a significant portion of that day. And I'm not going to be able to do every little thing that I want to do. And I struggled with that when I was younger. I wanted to do everything. I still struggle with that a lot. Like, I mean, look at what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to do this thing that, let's be clear, will, like, if I actually finish doing every quest with every class, that will take probably well over a year at the rate that I'm going. If that little, it might take even longer. Like that is not a short-term thing, and if I'm completely honest, my chances of actually finishing it aren't all that high. Because not because I don't want to do it, but because it'll probably be pushed down in priority. I mean, just look at what's already happening. I'm already prioritizing growth of my Twitch channel over continuing this challenge. Because honestly, this challenge doesn't make for that good of viewing content. It doesn't. So instead, I'm going to be doing other things that do make better content. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's been the hardest thing to accept, is that not everything that I want to get done. And that's hard. You know, it's hard to let go of the things that you need to do and accept that you don't have. But it's definitely important to do, because I used to really struggle with prioritization. I would spend a lot of time doing things that I didn't need to do, because I would view my entire to-do list as, and it's not. Obviously, that's not true. You know, at the end of the day, if something takes longer than I initially expected, or I'm running out of time, I have to know what on my list I can cut. And you have to have priorities, especially if you're like me and your list of things that you want to do is so ridiculously long that even Superman wouldn't be fast enough to do all of it. And it's not like the list gets shorter over time either, so it's not like I can bank on someone curing death or anything, because that won't actually help me.
I don't have a target.
But yeah, because someone curing death won't actually help me, because fundamentally that's not a problem. You know, my problem isn't that I want to be immortal and have all the time in the world to do all these things. My problem is that I'm finding more things to do faster than I could possibly ever do them. No? Like, I think the best way to express the way I pick up new tasks is I have written about a third of a novel because when I was DMing, uh, one of my players rolled a natural 20 on a history check, and I was like, it'd be funny if I wrote a novel for you, huh? I said I would, so I just kind of started doing it. And first of all, that was a terrible idea. You know how long it takes to write a novel? At least to write one when you're not that great at writing and you still want it to come out well. Like, I'm not bad at writing. I would say that, you know, for the amount of time I've put into it, I'm fairly good. It's, you know, writing novels just isn't easy. You know, it's fundamentally, that's a hard thing to do. You know, fundamentally, I pick something difficult. Okay, let's go over here and look around for Black Moss the Fed again. Before I go and do those quests over there, we'll come back and we'll continue the search for Black Moss. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight something, I guess. If I have to fight something, I guess I'll go with this thing. It'd be nice if I missed a little bit less, though. If I hadn't missed so much, it wouldn't have gotten to heat. That's just really unfortunate. My gosh. These are lower level than me. Looking around. Mr. Fetid himself. Up here or something. Quite possible that someone killed him recently, unfortunately. Okay, yeah. And I definitely thought that thing was going to see me and fight it. Definitely thought that, that was going.
Need more rage.
Well, now we beat up this guy, I guess. Okay, let's back up this way. Everything A-okay. There are a lot enemies. No black moss. That situation. Makes one really despair, you know. Guessing the black moss dead is dead. Probably what's going on. So all I can do is swing back and see if I can. Okay, let's go. Okay, really? Not only did it aggro on me from somewhere I didn't think it would, but it immediately got the stun. Okay, it's right. Yes, I did just ignore all those herbs. Read anything. Let's go. Right.
How may
Don't
I
know.
help?
Can't speak wall shape. Our mouths do. Battlefield. Okay. Now let's go up to the. Listen. The PZ squeeze. Now I just need Black Moss the Fetid. Some bees to be deaded. Maybe a spider. Spider on the way back. Saving mist. So I'm the dead a spider too. Other than that. Yeah, this one's. So it's okay. I can just miss repeatedly. It's fine. Let's just beat up this thing. Everybody will be happy. There's the belt. That quest. Belts. Stun me. Dude. If you're wondering why I'm fighting outside of my bear form, I want to level up my skill state. So I'm thinking.
It's too far away.
Do I get XP with staves when I think the answer. Maybe the answer is yes, and I be it. I don't know everything. Well, most things. I think I think that was the most arrogant thing I've ever said, and I'm so proud of myself for outdoing myself like that. You know? It's hard to outdo yourself that hard. So really I am the best. Obviously. Um no one's better than me at being mediocre. No one. If you ever want to see someone who's really skilled at being mediocre, you gotta watch me for a little while. Also, I like how half of my bear model was through the ground while I was being levitated by the gust of wind.
Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you didn't heal yourself? Oh, prepare to die. That's it. Game over. There we go. Myself with some strong healing. Darn. It got the heal off. Real shame. Okay. So why can't I speak to the animal while shapeshifted? Come on. It's an animal. Yeah, follow me on out of here, miss. Gotta kill a couple enemies on the way to get that last blood feather spell. Look, Mist, I know you're bleeding out and all, and I only have 8 minutes to get you where I'm going, but you'll get there, I promise. See? I already got the last belt I needed. Let's go. We can get out of here easy peasy. Let's see. I have to fight the giant. Like no? It's like no. Cool. Definitely don't mind not having to fight a giant spider. This may come as a surprise, but fighting giant spiders is not fun. Generally speaking. I will forever remember Ocarina of Time as made me scared of spiders. Actually, no, that's not true. In Ocarina of Time, they didn't scare me all that much because they're usually really easy to spot. In Majora's Mask, at the beginning of that game,
Vishnu Allah.
there are some really rude Skulltula placements. That's what made me scared of spiders. Okay, Mist, you go out there.
Hello.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the cape. No capes. Well, what else for the buckler? Okay, that's what I'm taking.
Farewell.
On the cape. Okay, that's everything that's up here aside from Black Moss the Fetid, so I guess I go look for him next. Well, let's just around. Not much else to do. I'm looking for Black Moss the Fed is pretty much I can do at this point. Or at least it's something I grab and get something out of this time I'm spending. Okay. Down here. Here. It's going to bomb searching. I wonder if I can cheat. What I mean by cheating is that I'm wondering if I can switch layers by logging out, logging back in. Because different layers have different enemies. So I'm wondering if maybe I can, you know, trick the game into having Black Moss let it be. But I suspect that the way they have it set up to prevent that is that if you log out, you get logged back into the same layer on that's what I would do to prevent it. And it also helps with balancing load for, you know, if someone logs out for a second. And then logs back in because they were like doing what I was doing, checking something. It's easier to balance the load if you just have them immediately go back into the same thing, and there's probably some kind of time. You log back in half an hour later and the server doesn't care, it'll just assign you to one. But I have no idea what the time. But if I make it all the way back down without seeing any sign of Black Moss the Fetid, I'll do an experiment on how this game treats layers when you log out and then log back in immediately. It's not a hard thing to test. You just have to kill an enemy, and you log out and log back in, and if the enemy is alive again, they shouldn't have been able to respawn yet, so that means that you're no longer on the same layer you started on. Okay, get the herbs that are dry away because I don't more time on this than I need. Looking for group for Mystic and Necklace? Dude, that quest is so easy. Almost every class could just mindlessly attack enemies through and they'd be fine. You looking for a group? Only lose XP that way. Your goal to get through quests as low level as possible, maybe? That's literally the only way that would make looking for a group for that quest would make sense to me. It's not a quest to look for a group. Really easy to do on your own. Of all the quests in this area, it is definitely among the easiest. As long as you're smart about what enemies you take. Not hard. Gonna doop doop. Well, time to find out how layers work in the game. Here, Elder Timberling. Prepare to die. This Elder Timberling's probably like, why are you killing me? And I'm like, because I have to test whether you are here or not when I come back into this world. Like, what? What? Okay, let's just finish beating him down. I got some mage roll. That's nice. Okay, now we log out. Make sure that Black Moss the Fed hasn't spawned any nearby. Don't want to miss that. Okay. Then, just to give us a higher chance of going into a different... We're going to log in as a different character, then log out. And then log back in as buffs for days. Nope, still got the same layer. That is unfortunate. Life is hard. No one understands the pain that is searching for Black Moss the Fetid. Except for all the other people who've done this quest. I suppose I can allow that they probably understand. But aside from them, no one else. Oh, Black Moss the Fetid, please come out from wherever you are hiding about. That's a bad list. Saying that he doesn't seem to be listening. Ugh. Black Moss the Fetid, please. I just want to say hi. Want to you from your corruption? That's positive, right? Okay. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'll just log out and the stream here, and I'll just log back in at some time when the server is like there's gonna be like no one on the server. When Black Mouse the Fetid is like definitely gonna be here, like maybe like Monday night at like, and then I will find Black Mouse the Fetid, uh, murder him. Because I am not seeing. So yeah, let's do that. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's all for today. The next episode of Final Fantasy VII will be up soon, and I'll see you guys next time.